Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Mailbox. This is a video series where you, the viewer, can submit your gaming or Battlefield 3 related questions, and then I will give my humble opinion on them. To get the formalities out of the way, if you would like to submit your own question that could be featured in a future episode, you can do so by leaving a comment down below or by sending me a YouTube message. So the first question for today is, what do you think about EA saying every future EA game will have microtransactions? I wonder if this will mean Battlefield will reduce double XP events to having to buy them. Will kit/vehicle shortcuts be released on day one? It's not looking good for Battlefield 4. Remember how bad flares were on the launch of Battlefield 3? As soon as someone got them in a jet, they were a god of the sky. I would like to hear your thoughts on this. So you're kind of painting this doomsday scenario, which is acceptable, especially knowing what EA is capable of, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as you claim. I do have my concerns, and I will go into that here in a second, but I don't think that EA or DICE is going to let you buy power with these microtransactions, especially for a game that you already fork out $60 for. So they're not I don't think that they're going to give you a special weapon if you pay an extra $10 that's better than anything else out there. They're not going to give you a super special grenade launcher that you can kill an entire army with. What they probably will do is give you something cosmetically, or they'll give you something that will allow you to customize the look of your soldier a little bit more, where it's not going to affect gameplay, it's not going to make you stronger, but you'll look unique, and you'll be able to do that with these microtransactions. But where I'm a little concerned is that if this is really profitable for EA, they may tell their developers to not put as many aesthetic things in the game or customizable options in the game so that they can save that for later in microtransactions. And this is where things start to rub me the wrong way, because when I purchase a $60 game, I want the whole game. And to know that developers are simply holding back on certain aspects of it because they know that people are going to buy them later for microtransactions is kind of insulting, and I'm hoping that's not the route that they go. I have a feeling it is, because they can just say, well, that wouldn't have been in the game. We've been working on this for a while, and so now we're going to release it as a microtransaction, and you can't disprove that by any means, but still, you kind of know what's going to happen, and it's just disappointing. So I don't think it's going to be as bad as you claim, but there still are some concerns that hopefully won't happen, but probably are going to occur in the near future. So the next question for today comes in from Rogue Demons, who asks, Matimio, do you think there should be more dynamic map elements in Battlefield 4? For example, certain things and events can happen and change the pace of the game. This could include buildings being destroyed to block paths, dams exploding, and water covering a section of the map, and more. What do you think? Yeah, honestly, I think this is a fantastic idea and could be something that we might see in Battlefield 4. I know that DICE has said that they did not get to use the full capabilities of the Frostbite 2 engine, and that was due in part because of the current gen consoles. And so hopefully with the next gen ones, they will be able to ramp it up a lot more, and this could be something that we will get from it. I've always kind of wanted something like this into the game, and I got really excited when they mentioned that in the Aftermath DLC that there were going to be some secret passageways that you could blow up, and it would give you another route to an MCOM. And while there were, I think it was only on one map, which was Epicenter, and they're cool, but it wasn't as large of an advantage as I was hoping it would be. So it would be awesome in Battlefield 4 if you blew up the side of a dam, or you blew out the side of a building that gave you another route or limited the route of the enemy to move in that location. Really give you a lot more options at your disposal. It'd make the maps feel a lot more dynamic and alive, and I would love that in the next game. So the final question for today is, in the new endgame maps, when you spawn in a jet, it spawns immediately in the air and not on the runways. At first, I didn't like it, but then I realized that it meant that nobody could ever parachute onto the runway and steal the other team's jets in a jerk move. My question is, in Battlefield 4, should helicopters and planes spawn in the middle of flight so no one could ever steal them from their spawn? This is actually a really good idea to how to fix this kind of problem. I know some people out there would say that this is part of the game and they do not want this change for any of the future Battlefield games, but if someone or if the enemy team all of a sudden has 3 or 4 jets and your team has none, it gives the enemy team a huge advantage. They have complete air dominance, and if you've ever played on a map where the enemy team has complete air dominance, they can rain death down upon everyone on the ground. And since really the only counter to a jet is a jet, you could argue that the AA is, I mean, that's kind of what it's meant for. But if 4 jets are in the sky, it's gonna be hard to take them out. So I think that this would be a really good solution. I'm not sure if the helicopter should spawn in like that. I kind of like that on the ground, but even still, if they did that for the next Battlefield game, I would be completely on board. So yeah, solid suggestion. It'd be interesting to see if this is the direction they head. But those are all the questions that I'm going to be answering for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Sunday Mailbox. If you would like to submit your own question, you can do so by leaving a comment down below or by sending me a YouTube message. But until tomorrow, guys, have a good one and take it easy.